with prejudice.
We have learned so much about ourselves and other people and how they feel.
Prejudice and bias are learned and they can be unlearned.
This program has really inspired to bring the better out of me. To know that you could change things.
People need a safe place to work on their issues.
I've always had low self-esteem, and I've never been able to open up to people. And being here, they've pushed me to open up, reach out, and learn about new experiences.
Discrimination is real. It's a current problem in our society.
I don't like seeing people get hurt, and I feel disrespected because it could be me, so I wouldn't want that stuff to happen to me, and I just fight for what's right, what I believe is right.
There will always be diversity and difference. Unity is only possible through valuing diversity.
Definitely recommend it. It was life-changing. Made me think in a different way.
The NCCJ of Greater New York, Anytown Youth Leadership Institute, empowers high school age youth with awareness, education, conflict resolution, and advocacy skills.
In my school, everybody knows me as the kind of girl, who likes to make change and make people see stuff for what they really are and know what society says it is.
They pursue ongoing work to challenge, manage, and reduce their bias, stereotypes, prejudice, internalized oppression, and collusion.
And we learn to break the mold and think outside the box.
Ultimately, they become a part of a network of fellow change agents, individuals committed to breaking barriers, building bridges, and making change in their school and community.
Can't just leave it hanging like that anymore. I'll be the president of my school next year, so I'll definitely do what's within my power.
Anytown is a leadership program that started in the early 50s, and NCCJ was responding to what was happening in our nation where we were integrating the school systems. And for the first time, students of different ethnic groups and different backgrounds would have to go to school and try to learn together in an environment that did not embrace their differences and their heritage. What would it be like to create a place that was this utopia of where you valued and respected people from different backgrounds? NCCJ formed the Anytown. Basically, the name means that if you can pull together a different group of people of different ethnicities, different backgrounds, different life experiences, you can create that in any town in our nation. So that's the name, Anytown. What we've done for Greater New York is that we've had a chance to travel all across the boroughs to different schools and different places to find students that are eager and ready to take on the leadership role of bringing change. We're calling these young people, these teenagers, these students, these delegates. They're delegates because they are representing their schools, they're representing their communities, they're representing their families and their spheres of influences. We bring them together to really tackle some tough issues over a course of a week.
There's too many distractions in the city, so I like the fact that they took us away from our comfort zones, things that we used to, away from the corner store, away from my dudes on the block. It's they take us away from all that so we won't be distracted.
Here I learned how to build up courage and be confident, and I know when I go back to school I'm going to stand up for a lot of people, because a lot of things I learned here goes around in school.
Each day during the Anytown program, the students attend workshops and seminars that talk about each form of oppression.
We learn about the cycle of oppression and racism, sexism, ableism, all these different isms that are a part of our everyday life and society.
They really go through and talk about real life experiences.
As being West Indians. Just because I'm saying I'm West Indian doesn't mean I'm from Jamaica. Just because I'm Jamaican doesn't mean I'm from me. Just because I have dreadlocks doesn't mean I can't wash my hair. And just because I'm West Indian doesn't mean I listen to Bob Marley all the time.
And just because I'm Haitian does not mean that I practice voodoo or will cast a spell on anyone.
We like to break these stereotypes.
From the day we're born, we hear, we see, we perceive these messages, and we internalize them, and we contribute to the cycle of oppression that occurs. So this is what the process that occurs at Anytown is this process of becoming aware and unlearning all of the stuff you've learned since you were born.
And so the counselors are the ones that help them navigate through the week. They lead the discussion group so that even if you finish a workshop and you still have questions or you have things that are in your mind, the counselors are the ones that work closely with the delegates to help talk about these issues and help them resolve and to help them, give them feedback on how to respond to certain issues and concerns that they have.
I'm still young, I still have a life to fulfill. And to me, this program has really inspired to bring the better out of me.
More specifically with Anytown, it's just not to sugarcoat like the experiences in life. I mean, experiences that they go through. I mean, I know a lot of the times in school, I mean, people kind of like sugarcoat like certain situations, and it's not that at all. I mean, Anytown, NCCJ makes it as real as possible.
We talk about these issues very head on, and we challenge people's thinking. We challenge the early messages that they receive, and we also challenge them to act differently, change their attitude, open their minds to new ideas, and that's what this community creates over a course of a week. These workshops often include role play.
First role play, which is us. Yes. We go to Harlan first. The second group starts out with Elizabeth. The third group starts out with X. The fourth group starts out with Sarah. And the fifth group is in here helping.
We're about to see a skit. The skit is going to be a scenario. I want you to really pay attention to the scenario. Because what I'm going to do afterwards, I'm going to ask you a question and put you in the shoes of somebody in that skit. And you guys are going to tell me how you would change it. How would you become the change agent?
No, I'm really in love. I'm really in love. I'm serious. Like, I never felt this way before in my entire life.
So happy for you. All right, details. Hello, details.
The son and the mother, they had a close relationship the whole time up until this moment, whereas the son would protect the mother from her raging boyfriends and got jobs throughout high school to help pay the bills and is doing well in college on a scholarship.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Mom.
Mom, what?
I'm still your son. We get into that character and we bring it, and that realness, that raw, gritty, grimy feeling.
Unadulterated, honest.
And that way, if they learn how to respond to the worst case scenario, other things they face may be easy.
Out! Out! Get out!
So would you have reacted the same way if he said that he brought a woman home that was pregnant because you asked him if she was pregnant? Would you have reacted the same way?
Well, you can't accept him for who he is.
And how do you feel?
If you knew the guy, like let's say you get to know him before he even told you about he was gay or anything, how would you feel when he told you afterwards when you knew the guy?
The purpose of acting out these skits are
to bring real life experiences to the students that they may be able to relate to, and to challenge them to think critically about the different issues that we face in this society.
All of them talking about. Apparently I hear that Christina Suarez was, oh! You know, that's the shit, man. No cleanup. Straight up slobbed it now.
No cleanup, man.
Yo, it was crazy. Absolutely, man.
They basically play the role of something that females we have to do with like every day, and that's men talking about us to each other, but like degrading us. Like even though like we knew they were acting, it was realistic because we deal with that every day.
To tell you the truth, a lot of people like that are in my school, if a female stands up to them, they just fold completely because they never really have that. They never really have a female, not necessarily going up to them saying, how do you think they feel, but actually saying, don't you, like, that's disrespectful. Instead of saying, don't you think they'll think it's disrespectful, you tell them that is disrespectful. Don't say that. And then they start to fold and they start to get intimidated. Okay.
Change Agent Group. A Change Agent Group consists of all the delegates from the same school or organization. The goal of this group is to allow delegates to think about how to apply their Anytown learning when they go back home to their schools and to their communities. This group discusses strategies and support each other in the next steps for them when they return home.
After this whole experience, what are we going to do? Are we going to get back to the old ways, or are we going to make changes, help other people like they helped us here? When I go back, I'm going to help my friends and other people see that it's good to think outside the box.